Okay, hey, today I'm going to be showing you my MySQL project for CSC 312 database management at Carson Newman University. So, it's nothing really too complicated. I've got my create database statement, and I need to use it, of course, so that I can actually, like, add stuff to it. I've got a total of 9 tables. I've got the property table, right there. I've got the apartment table. I've got the house table, the cabin table, the owner table, the transaction table, the market analysis table, the maintenance record table, and the agents table. All really useful information for like a business, for this kind of business. To test it, I inserted about, I think, 150 insert statements all told. Like, this took me so long, but it's pretty good. To test it, I did a bunch of select statements, like right here. It just shows all the tables and everything, and all the views and everything. I've got a bunch of views and functions that come up later. You can see all the data from every table, of course. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. And let me just, I did not think that through. Okay. And then I've got some simple functions like select net worth. That just shows the owner's net worth. Right here shows the what type of, shows all the entries with wood heating, which is a value for the class. Select all of the market analysis. This is good for determining your sale price. Select all from house per square. Retrieve all the houses that have more than 1,700 square foot. That's pretty simple. And select and retrieve all agent history. That's easy. Then then I've got a few slightly more complicated things. How to retrieve all properties that have not been sold. This is not too bad. It's just an extended select command. But yeah, it does that. It even adds a new variable for it. Property. And how to retrieve all properties that have been sold. That's pretty simple. Control answer, just another extended select type. Retrieve all the full investments for each property. That's also simple. It's a little bit more difficult, and you've got to use a join, but otherwise it's not bad. Then to retrieve the profit or loss for each sold property, again, you've got to use a join. It's not really as difficult as it looks, but it took me about 10 minutes to put this together. Yay. And retrieve the estimated profit if sold at current value. Once again, it looks worse than it actually is. Oops. Just control answer. And yep. And it even adds a new value. Estimated profit sold. This one, retrieve the total property count for each type of property. This is very simple. See, it's pretty straightforward. And retrieve how much of each property value has been spent on maintenance in the form of a ratio. I like this one. This one's really, really useful for like finding the total investment and stuff. Now we go to acquire questions that you needed. These are the join questions. This one's an inner join. And shows all properties that are apartments, including the data for address, size, and the number of bedrooms. And the next one, number 2, shows all the cabins' addresses and their heating type, along with the land acreage. Control Enter. Nice and easy. This one shows all transactions with their corresponding property data. Number 4, lists all properties with their house information. This is for the most part pretty simple. All of the joins are rather simple. Control Enter. This one lists all properties with their latest market appraisal. Well, this one uses a left join instead of an inner or normal join. This one goes back to a normal join. Lists all maintenance records with property addresses. And this one's another left join. It's number 7, and it shows properties that have no maintenance records. And as you can see, we've done a lot of work. Shows the total maintenance cost per property. I know I had this on another thing, but I was running out of ideas. Total maintenance, yes. And this one compares appraisal value to the purchase price. Once again, simple. Adds estimated profit. And shows buyer and seller for each property sale. Yep. Only had 2 sales so far. Now, these are the procedure and function examples. I think I have like 4 procedures and 1 function. So this procedure displays all transactions for a given property ID. It's not as bad as I thought it would be to make, but it's not. It's just not bad. And to use it, you simply you write the function name with call and put in the property ID. And there you go, transaction ID, property ID. Or wait a minute. Was it the property ID or transaction ID you put in? Property ID. Yep, okay. I thought so. And right here, the procedure to insert a new property. This is a little bit more detailed, but it's not bad. And to use it, you just insert. You just put in the function and put in the values you want to insert. And I already did that. Probably should have waited until later. Until I showed this to do that, but it's fine. Okay, procedure to update appraisal value for the D. This is simple. This is another one. It's no worse than the last one. But to use it, you just call the function with call, put in the property ID, and put in the amount you want the appraisal to be worth. Like, you can change that to 200,000. And answer. And to change it to 200,000. It's simple. Number 4 is the procedure to list the property details by type. List the property details by type. And it's also simple. Just look at it. It takes the property type and everything. Like here, it'll put out the apartment. And if you change it to cabin, it'll put out the cabin. It's pretty cool. This one is a function that calculates the profit on the property if sold today. And this is the only function that I have. It's not a procedure. It's not bad. I had to learn about deterministic, which is cool, but it's pretty good. How to use it, you just input the function name, let's select, and input your property ID. Like right here, it'll do it for 10. Yep. And these are the view examples. None of them are really particularly hard. The create view property, this shows how to view all property values, including the profit estimate. And it's not bad. How to use it, you just you select from the property point of view. And it gives that. It's easy. How to view apartment details joined with property. You need to, it's simple. Just create the view and all this. It's simple. How to use. You just select all from the apartment details. There you go. It's easy. How to view all transactions with the property address. Once again, just look at it. Simple. And how to use it. You select all from the transaction history. And there you go. I got a lot of stuff in here. But how to view maintenance summary per property. You just look at it. And how to use it. You press select. You type select all from maintenance summary. Control N3. And the last one is how to view market appraisal summaries, which I already had up there, but I was running out of ideas. So how to use it, you select all from appraisal summary. And that is my demonstration. I am pretty sure. Is there anything else? Nope, that is the last line of code I wrote. So thank you for listening, and see ya.